it's Mrs. Crowder. It's been a long time since we've been together, and I wanted to share with you something I was learning this morning when I was walking my dogs, Jasper and Dakota. While we were walking, I noticed all these beautiful yellow flowers in people's lawns. So I came home, and guess what I found? I found the same flowers in my yard. So I went outside, and I dug some up, and I wanted to share them with you to show you what this beautiful flower looks like. Okay, so boys and girls, when I came home and I dug them up, and it was amazing to look at all the structures of the flowers. Look at this one. It used to have a flower on it, and now it's growing something different. And I wonder what is in here that would make the flower. But I think I might be able to find a book downstairs to read. But as I was digging, look at all the different ways that these plants are growing. And the roots. I can show you some of the roots that I dug up. Which one has the best root to show? Their roots are very long. This little root grows this plant. And this one here, this is going to probably make hundreds of flowers. Let's look at this one here as I dug it up. Look at the tall ones. They stand up and then they turn to seed, and this is how it starts. I'm going to go see in my library if I find a book that might tell me more about this beautiful flower. I'll be right back. Girls and boys, we're in luck. When I went down to my library this morning, I was able to find the book that I thought I had. This book is called Dandelions, Stars in the Grass. And a lady named Mia Posada, she did a lot of research on the plant that we found, and she put it all in a book. So let's review. This is our cover page. The title of the book is Dandelions, and the author is Mia Posada. And it's a paperback book, but this is still the binding of the book that holds the book together. And the back of the book has something else that we'll learn about in the story. I am ready to learn. Are you ready? Here we go. Dandelions, Stars in the Grass. Here's our cover page. And look, I found something very interesting. Can you find the ladybugs? There's only one. Do you find it? All right, let's go read our story now. This book also has rhyming words. Let's see if you hear the rhyming words as we read the story. I know that some people call it a weed, but to me, the dandelion is a noble breed. Weed, breed. Do they end the same? I think they do. Bright yellow petals adorn each one, spreading out like rays of the sun. One, sun. Some more rhyming words. You boys and girls are getting so crafty in finding your listening words that rhyme. And these are all the dandelions like I saw on my walk this morning. In the spring, dandelions bloom like gold stars in the grass, growing taller and taller as the warm days pass. Grass, did you hear it? Pass, that's right. Look at all the dandelions in that meadow. It's kind of hard to see because they're far away. Oh, under the sunny summer skies, the flowers are visited by bees and butterflies. Flies, skies. Here are the butterflies, and there are the bees. There's 1, 2 bees, and oh, here's another. There's a caterpillar too, and our butterflies. My pages are sticking together, but we have patience when we read. The flowers begin to change one sunny day. Their bright yellow petals fold up and fall away. So the flower is folding up and their petals are falling to the ground. In place of petals emerge fluffy tufts of white. Remember I saw those and I didn't know what they were? What do you think they will be? Let's look and see. They form the perfect circle, delicate and light. These are my favorites. Have you ever seen those when you're out on a walk? Kind of looks like a snowflake a little bit. The wind blows them loose, sweeping them into the sky. They're flying in the sky. But I wonder what is at the end. Do you know what they are? How can we find out? If we read further, do you think we'll know more in the story? Let's look and see. Like tiny umbrellas, they float up high. They're floating up high by the wind. And every flying tuft the wind has freed carries one tiny seed. They're seeds to make a new plant. So they have the seed, and the fluff helps them fly to a new spot on the lawn. The tufts float in the wind until falling to rest. A nice grassy hillside is always what they like best. There's some other rhyming words. Rest and best. In the soil, a seed snuggles down. Slender new roots tunnel deep into the ground. So here's the seed, it's on the dirt, and now the root is growing into the ground. Fragile green leaves begin to grow, sprouting up from the earth below. Grow below. Oh, more rhyming words. I love rhyming words in stories. Looking closely, you'll find rosebuds of green, bright yellow petals are yet to be seen. Can you see the plant? The buds slowly open, facing the sky. Sunlight and water will help them grow high. High sky. And there's another bee. These are bees that help pollinate, which we'll learn about that another time in a story, but they help the flowers grow. As summer moves on, sunny, warm seeds become flowers, and dandelions form. There are many dandelions, and there's also another creature for springtime, a chipmunk. Have you ever seen a chipmunk in your yard running? I have lots of them. You probably heard them chirping in the backyard. And that is the story of the dandelion. So let's go over now and explore if we can find the bud that has the seeds and see if we can find some seeds that might fly into the wind on a windy day. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, so boys and girls, here is what I dug out of my yard today. I wanted to show you what the plants all look like. We have some plants here that are getting ready to have the seeds. We have the flowers before they go to the seeds. Now, would you like to do some exploring and we can open up some of these flowers and see what we learned in the story if we can find them? All right, so here we go. Now remember, the plant starts off with the seed. So here is, remember they were talking about the plant turning yellow? Let's see if we can find that in our book. Here is the story. Remember, here is the dandelions in the field. And then we go to where the dandelion now is turning to seed. And I'm going to look here to see if I can find any of these that have got yellow on the top. Do you see the yellow on the top? This one has already lost all the yellow. Can you see those? And this one is getting ready to spread. We are going to be scientists with this. Are you ready now? I'm going to pull out some of these little seeds. And can you see the seed on the bottom? Do you see the seeds? Now let's see if my fingers can show you what's going to help them fly. Do you see the top that is helping them fly? It's hard to see because it's clear. I wonder if I put it down on my leg, if it would show better on, look at that. I'm using my pants as a resource. Do you see the seed? And then what is going to help them fly to make another flower grow? So when the wind comes, they'll pick these up and they will fly them to the ground to seed. Now, when I was digging up some of my plants, I noticed that some of them had long, long roots. Now remember, when the seed lands, it goes down on the ground, and then the seed goes in and starts to form the root of the plant. Now the root is in the ground, in the dirt, and as it starts to grow, the green leaves come off. This one's he's been out of the earth too long, but I'll show you some of the green that shows up. The green starts to show up, and then the sprouts come out. Now this one's going to make, do you think this is going to make a lot of flowers? I know it's going to make a lot of flowers because there was many, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flowers on this one plant, and they each hold about 100 seeds. So there may be a lot of dandelions coming to my yard soon. And boys and girls, I think that that was a great day to explore with dandelions. Now remember, dandelions, some people call them weeds, but we're going to call them stars in the grass. Enjoy your day, boys and girls, and now when you see these beautiful flowers, you'll know what they are, and you can share with Mom and Dad and whoever wants to hear our story about how we were scientists this morning. Enjoy your day.